We do have a third game, though. Is the socially drained. Hello, everyone. Sleepy, you made me laugh. Just went for a walk in the rain, so my socks are kind of soaked. That's an awful feeling. Soaked socks are awful feelings, but walk in the rain? I mean, I've been on a streak, walking every day for the last 35 days, so that's a good thing. How are you all doing? Hey, Silly. Hey, Sleepy. Hey, Ilma. Who else? I did read Naru. Wet socks is one of those insults that White used once as a kid. Like, you're more annoying than a wet sock. So imagine how annoying Black was being. Dude, so many things has happened. How are you all doing? Wait, let me... Hey, Frog. I've been trying to fix my student sleeping schedule, so this was a good motivation to get up early. You'll always have me there, waking you up early. Hopefully. Switch to Deltarune Sakamoto Days? What's happening to the world? I should take more breaks more often and come back to great news. Deltarune in June. And I have the biggest thing in July, so yay, I guess. Finished all your big essays and exams, so we're finally enjoying life. Great. That's great to hear. You should take a good break, watch something that you've been putting off, or play a game that you've been waiting to play. Nope. It's been forever since I last formatted. Switch 2 is so expensive. Yeah. It's too expensive. Thankfully, I do have a lot of games that I need to finish on the Switch, and I got myself one of those retro handhelds, so I can play Majora's Mask and Mother 3. So I do have a good amount of games to finish before I get a Switch 2. But Deltarune, and hearing that Deltarune is going to be out on Switch, PS4, I love Toby Fox, man. I love Toby Fox. He just does everything that a fan wants. Hey, Psycho. Yeah, they're very, like, when you think that you can get a retro handheld for $50 and play a ton of games, I can put off getting a Switch 2 for sure. So long, even though it's been a month, but it feels, yeah, it does feel like years. It does feel like years. And I'm socially drained because I did get a comfortable, nice, quiet break until all of my siblings who live abroad with kids decided to come. So I'm fully drained. You don't have to emulate. It has all the emulators on it. So I have PSP, PS1, N64, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, DS. All of these emulators are in one teeny tiny, beautiful retro handheld. I'm excited to try anything. I tried Majora's Mask and like just launched it and played a bit, and I did start Mother 3, and that's such a charming game. Psycho, I thought of you because before my break, I guess, I started playing what's its name? Max Payne. And this Max Payne dude was riding a train to go meet some Alan, and I'm like, yeah, this developer sure loves Alan. So for some reason you passed my mind when I heard the name Alan. But what else? I have huge, humongous two things happening behind the scenes. So when I thought that I'm already too busy, I realized that I'm getting even too busier, yes. What else? I'm too late with the media I consumed in 2024, but I'm still writing the script. It's too long, and I haven't even reached No Home and Ikokuniki, so... Grace, the musical? No. I mean, trust me, if anybody would offer me $2 billion for a musical, I would still turn down the $2 billion. The Slippery Shoes Wake. Honestly, I do want to play something again with other people, because it did remind me of how I felt back when we used to play with my siblings. It's fun. White would walk out, even though he has the voice and he has the musical skills, but yeah, he would walk out. So yeah, two big things happening in the background. I really needed to finish. I have a long list of videos, YouTube videos. I wanted to focus on YouTube videos this year, but suddenly it's too hard. I did want to finish this book by June. The shocking thing is, this is gonna be the longest book that I'm considering. I'm not considering. I'm questioning. I'm wondering if I would print it as one book or two books that are sold together, because I'm just afraid of the number of pages. It's gonna be longer than Volume 6, which is my biggest book. There will probably be a short break on the updates, for the updates after chapter 76, because chapter 77 is a long one too. What else? What other news I have? New biggest book, yes. It's bigger than Volume 6. Finally, somebody beat that. Huge book. And we don't even have anyone beating another, other than Black and White, I mean. Nobody's being beaten. No toy beaten. Kind of, no assault, yes. So, just like a random question. Has anybody read the new update or what's happening? Or isn't it not up on the website? Hello, Blue. I hope you're doing well yourself. Are the updates provocative in terms of comments? I haven't read it, I think. I'll wait for you. We're happy about Deltarune, and I'm happy about the things that happened in Sakamoto Days. But yeah, the update too. What do you think, Ilma? Wasim should have a talk with the boys, no? I kept thinking throughout working on this scene of like the lecture that White gave him. So Black basically calling White who's foreseeing if they would get in trouble. White definitely not beating those allegations. These past few pages are so silly. I love seeing them all comfy. Yeah, we all do, I guess, at this point. Seriously though, I mean, we're blaming White and all for the fight and finding being taken care of. Weird, yeah, but still, does nobody feel the annoyance of someone being too nice and too thoughtful when you just share one story? Like, seriously, butterfly licorice? Leave back. Nope. We are officially blaming White. I'm just saying what you all said. I'm not taking sides. I'm on the side of... Yeah, I kind of feel suffocated. On one hand, yes, but at the same time, White needs over niceness, just as like exposure therapy. There is another panel in the future where he's gonna say it's weird. He's gonna keep feeling weirded out by people being nice to him. And we're gonna enjoy every second of it. He's adorable and White needs to deal with his horror of being perceived as less than perfect. Yeah, now, yeah, we definitely all want that. Sometimes I wonder, how does it feel to be a reader of Grey Years where you don't know where all the setup is heading? Must be fun. Or extremely frustrating. Both? Fair. I wonder if this is gonna... Never mind. I tried to show Jevi, but my webcam is still being angry with me. I'm just in the car watching the scenery and being like, ah, so that's what happened. He got angry for... Oh, wait. I just remember what the update was about. Are we not gonna talk about White shoving Black inside so he wouldn't fall again to his death? I feel like that's worthy of a mention. See, he shows emotion. Violently in a way, but still, emotion. I mean, the whole comic is really well paced, especially since volume. Thank you! And even as reading, it still feels impactful because of. Thank you so much, Ilma. I feel like it starts really disjointed in a way. And I think Black's Mary could make up for that or like give a good explanation and hide the fact that it was my first attempt. So yeah, thank you. D misdirecting attention about yet again another prison joke. I mean, it's there. White was thinking about Black, and then he grabbed his arm and agreed to break in a building after giving Wasim a lecture about breaking into abandoned buildings in the capital city. Maybe it's White who's misdirecting. White not realizing he's dramatic while saying Black is dramatic is in fact a norm. He is very intense and dramatic. While reading No Home, I kept thinking, Dee, please don't take inspiration from this. No, I'd never take. I have enough pain, I feel. And yeah, I would never be able to take inspiration from that. No Home. I'm afraid of reaching the point where I have to start writing the script for my reaction and rating or review or whatever it is for the media I consumed in 2024. I'm afraid of reaching No Home. White is so is cool as he's as cool as the other side of the pillow on a summer night. Never overreacts, never makes a decision based on fear. No, never. No Home meme reference. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Listen, I would use... Is Dee still afraid of pronouncing the names? Yeah, she is. I would still use that blonde-haired prick. Let's call it as it is. To bully anyone with that face of his. This didn't work as I planned. It could be that I have a bridge to sell you to. A bridge? Tell me. I'm genuinely wondering if I should... This is... It's like the theme of last month, is wondering if I should present a thing as one big thing or split it into parts. This happened with this book. Because right now it's at page 280 with chapter 77. And there is still two chapters, chapter 78 and chapter 79. I doubt each of these is going to have 20 pages. So yeah, I've been wondering if I should sell it as one book or two books together. The same is happening with this video about the media I consumed in 2024 because I talked too much about tiers, the lower tiers, that now I'm wondering how long I will talk about triple S tier. Welcome. Welcome, Andy. We're just talking about how undramatic and unreactionary White is. He's a very calm dude. Too calm. Yeah, it is a word. Hey, CH, small question about the update. How did the band-aid on White's face come off and the bruise from the fight looks... Yeah. That's a very good question. I was waiting for someone to ask. I can imagine him wanting to hide it. People would ask questions, but won't be too pushy if they see how serious it looks under his eye. So he probably hid it, but I feel like this is just a visual storytelling or a visual element that tells you how uncomfortable White is with bandages in comparison to Black, who just keeps the band-aid because he's way too comfortable with band-aids. Thanks for the follow, Kitty. You had Twitch. I'm so happy. Hello, welcome. I'm glad that you find it. Thank you. Thank you for asking. So you can imagine that Black's bruise came from him falling with his limp, while White's bruise came from... It's not here. From the basketball that he threw at White. Or that Black threw at him. Yeah. Hey, Anne. How are you? It has been a long, long month without these streams. I'm glad to be back. I hope you've been doing well. Also, Black yelling over his shoulder at White is giving my father's son? He is his father's son. He is his father's son. This interaction was fun to draw between them. And of course, I'm always happy to have an exit staircase. I just love metal structures. He's not ready to hear that yet. Definitely. He has to see it at some point. He's being observant these days. He's starting to notice things around him, so maybe. Oh yeah, there was an extra for those who missed it. Because I did want... One of my favorite things in the world is drawing a person looking for another in a crowded place. So I had to draw Black's point of view of this. It's funny that he actually saw White and left him to his brooding. Except Noir is not around him, or is he? He does visit Jad. And Black is crashing at Jad's place, so... About the love in the gaze of a friend clipping made a yeah, yeah. Black can delete someone out of his visual field and visual 100%, but he's trying to upgrade that visual memory. He was brooding and he needed, and Black just joined in at the best time because he was going down a really dark train of thoughts. See? We were just talking about how White is such a calm, collected dude, and there he is saying that he just can't control himself when it comes to his cutting. For White, not for Noir. Little homie can only focus on one quest at a time. We'll see what our gamer boy has to say about that. A bit of fangirling, but there's a song called Driver's Seat by Mads Buckley. That's about having the same habits as family members who hurt you, and one line where she goes, I am my father's lost son, which always makes me think of Black and the Last Twin. Oh. Black and Izar. I mean... A lot of people hate it, but it's bound to happen. You're gonna resemble someone in the family you grew up with. Hey, Aishu. Ramadan was great until all my siblings who live abroad came over. Which wasn't so bad, but it was too hectic. Children. I have a 10-year-old niece, 5-year-old nephew, and 3-year-old niece. And yeah, a lot of drama happens when these three age groups are together. And yeah, I write drama for a living, so I kind of don't really appreciate it in real life. Why is this demon hand that holding Irina's? Are you not reading the updates? Today, the last batch of people left the house, so today the house is empty. Very messy. My room is very messy. But enjoying the peace and quiet, and I'm enjoying this stream. I was just looking forward to this. Are we giving White enough credit for some of the thoughts that he's been thinking? Like, here, is that how he feels in regards to what he doesn't know about me? He is really considering many things at once. Thank you, I'm here. I'm having a really cozy stream with Final Fantasy IX music and great company. Thank you for being here. I'll probably... Nope, not this. I wonder how will this look like this. I'm enjoying White's progress this chapter. I'm looking forward to rereading and binging it once. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts when you read it all at once, because I do feel like it connects better. Sometimes I am worried about the intensity of this book if anyone decides to read it all at once. Funny how White says Black lacks observation skills. Yeah, Black so White eyeing the abandoned building twice. Who's lacking observation skills now? 100%. Yeah, no, Black wasn't lying when he said, I'm gonna look behind the light and see him. I'll look at him. One thing Black is determined. He really struggles with putting himself in someone else's perspective and understanding his unflawed logic. He wouldn't dare put himself in Black's position because a lot of things, like, he either sees him as such a strong, passionate person that he can't imagine himself being, or he sees him as this person who does so many illogical, or takes so many illogical actions that he just can't see himself doing. But that's kind of surface level way of reading himself and Black. Sorry for being mushy, but when I read that Gray is won an award, I burst into, oh my god. I don't know if you remember me, I vanished for a quite... I do recognize the name, I'm gonna be honest. But my father passed in 2006 and he messaged me some really, really comforting, genuine things, and that has always... Oh my god. Not at all. Be all as much as mushy as you feel like. Thanks a lot for this message. I don't really remembered. I do recognize the name, but I don't remember messaging you. I hope you've been doing well. Thanks a lot for this message. It was really heartwarming to read. I am glad that you're here too. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kitty. I said this when I first read Grays in 2019, that I want to know White more and how he thinks, and now it is the time. Yeah. I'm sitting here red as a tomato. I never knew how to thank you, so I really appreciate this message. And I honestly don't know how to thank you. I really, really hope that you've been doing well. I lost my father too since then. And yeah, it's not an easy thing, so I hope you've been doing well. White fans are eating well. I hope the food I'm serving isn't causing anybody stomachache. And this music is making me feel all the feels. Also, did we talk about White showing a little bit of passion here? 20 classical convertible four-wheelers. Who wouldn't want to see that? Who? Sometimes, very easily, very quickly, he turns into his 10-year-old self. If only everyone was just convertible four-wheelers, I guess. Life would be easier for him. I mean, ya Rab. It did cause a headache, but a good sense, I suppose. I've been dealing with a headache for the last 4 days. So I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for causing headaches. Exactly. He just needs some cars. Jeeps. I also feel it's kind of sad that I can draw White talking on the phone and we're all gonna have just one guess. That's how small his circle is. Headaches and tears, but this what should be done with White improving in his point of view. Oh, headaches and tears. And tears do cause headaches a lot of the time, so... Again, I am sorry. but I also very thankful for you reading despite the tears and the headaches. Know that I feel it too. Like author, like character. Jeep. Yeah, yeah. Just wait until I give him a Jeep. I'm just gonna give him a Jeep at some point. I have to. Maybe when his circle is bigger and he needs to put more people in the backseat. Could happen. Gray is won an award, so anything could happen. Let's get White the car with no rear view windows he's dreaming of having. I recently drew a panel of him fixing a rear view mirror, so maybe he does need that. Bro only has 3 friends, his uncle, his dad, and his half-brother. Yeah. With fully tinted windows for one-way viewing. Yeah, definitely. Also, it makes it easier to draw quickly. Every time when I go out and see Jeeps, I start thinking of when Dee said that Jeeps are hot. I said that? Dude. I guess... I have blind love for Jeeps. For saying things, using adjectives that I don't really use. Anything could happen. White could make more than three friends. Yeah. Somebody has to talk to him about expanding his circle of friends. I really don't feel like formatting this. It's too much. It's in the Alan Wake livestream. Let's playlist on YouTube. I have to look that up. I wanted to look one scene and make a clip out of it. Is when by the end of the game there was like things are words, so you just shine a flashlight on the words and they become the thing. And there was like wheels, and I just said, "Please let it be a Jeep," and I shone the light on the word, and it was actually a Jeep. It was one of the highlights of the playthrough. Thanks all for coming, Blue. Have a great time. I know, right? Oh, wait. I am fine with the facade I put up for everyone. It's my instinctual go-to when interacting with others. I don't know. Just saying. If you're fine with it, you wouldn't have been thinking about it too deeply for billions of pages. This is making my wish true. I wanted to see him with glasses more. Oh, glad to hear that. Glasses tire me. I hate drawing them and I hate using 3D models for them and... Ugh. So, it's always rewarding when people look for them and happy to see the characters in glasses. I wanted to be claimed by my dad. Drew him with sunglasses and red pillow. It was my request, so I'm thankful. Oh, that was your request? It's one of these sketches that I'm proud of. I'm still happy with. So thank you for the request. It's just that sad that he thinks of everything kind of like, how do I put it? The fact that he thinks that he should do something to get something or do something back for getting something, and these things that he's getting are just like normal, natural things. It's not something that is too much to ask or too much to have. Hey Chaotic, did I miss you joining? Sorry if I didn't greet you. Very transactional with it, yeah. And from a very young age, it's sad that he doesn't see or doesn't feel like it could be any other way. Hey, Elvi. He probably also doesn't like to be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't. I don't know. We still haven't reached that point to explore it, but I do relate to that. I feel indebted very easily. So I relate to that sentence more than I see it in white yet, maybe? Hey, welcome to the stream. Also, drawing all these fashionable people to blur them. These pages took a lot from me. This is why this chapter is very heavy with settings and people and crowds and all that. So chapter 77 has a lot happening in it, but I did try to just easy on the backgrounds and the people. Oh, thanks for the resubbing, Chaotic. Thanks for the hydrate. Thanks for the posture check. My posture here has been getting a little bit better after I started walking. Thanks for the hydrate. Like they have some kind of guilt control over you now. I don't know. It's very hard for me. Very well. I don't feel like I do feel like the guilt part, but for some reason, yeah, I'm. It's not weird. I do have some uncomfortableness with people doing stuff for me. I don't know if it comes from the fact that I don't have control over a lot of things in my life that I worry about not being able to give back when they need or when they ask something. Oh yes, he's thinking a lot of things in this, and you haven't been up to date. So this part here is him. It's funny that there's a glass layer of him, but it's backed up with this cardboard. It's such a weak construction of his image. Life-size cardboard cutout? Wouldn't that be too much to handle? It's cool to have. Maybe I'm just getting older and feel everything is too much to handle. I have too much clutter here and there. I also wanted to be acknowledged by the people in my hometown. Right, let's just delete this and move this down. Despite all the ways she shaped my life before I even had control of it. I guess this is a very sad part of his whole journey. Is he is struggling with something that, one, is unseen, and two, is he didn't have any control over. He does have now, but for the longest time, growing up in a environment that he didn't choose. Nobody chooses their environment, definitely, but to be marked as something even before you exist. But the glass shield adds a protective layer while also showing fragility. I love that reading. Daniel, when he said to him, you become his guardian, not his friend, so here we are, have the confession from him. Yeah. A lot of what he talked about with Daniel is coming full circle in this book. We're done with another page, thankfully. We have 6 left. And how are we going to do this? This big panel here. She. I saw a tweet of yours listing a lot of the things that White has been through. I'm like, dude, that's a lot. You made me feel for him. The cardboard cutout? One day. We may be one day rich enough. Our birthdays, 9 days. Yep. I'm happy for your birthday. I don't really see the point in mine. Or in celebrating mine, let's put it this way. I choose tweet on I don't know, I went through the profile. Does it? Does it? Does the music fit what overthinking? I don't think so. I don't think so, but it's so funny to think about it. Sometimes I'm intrigued by replies or by when somebody follows me or when somebody writes something, replies, or when somebody likes something and I'm intrigued by the profile picture and I go to their profile and I'm just checking. And the funniest thing is when I decide to like or retweet something from their profile and then I feel like a stalker. Typical Mr. White not seeing the point. Oh, the DNA test as well? You can leave it till we tackle that more in story. Why didn't I do this? Like, wait. Why didn't I do this just like a vertical? Let's see if it works. It will take longer, right? I think. I don't think it would be comfortable to read now. Let's forget about it. I mean, look at it. Everyone is here and he's just... Also, this dude gives Amir vibes. Just saying. I'm glad to hear that then. There are a few things happening on Twitter while I'm away. There was a Ghibli trend. It's outrageous how normies, I'm gonna call them that, how normies are just, yay, I can put my photo and just have it in this style. In general, people have a good image of me. They appreciate what they see while still sensing my walls and choosing not to intrude. Yep. You know what's funny about AI for me? It's like, how are people okay with something that looks so, like when you see all these images that were generated through this trend, like it's just the same look, the same colors, it's so boring. Forget everything else that is bad about it. You love the eye clip. Thank you. I enjoy drawing those. Sometimes I feel like I drew them too much, but they're fun. How trends work, and it's sad because it's like a wave that everyone rides without even understanding it or thinking about it, especially considering Miyazaki. Not only that, like, can you think of, not to be a conspiracy theorist here or anything, but like, how is it okay to just everybody sharing their photos? Like, haven't we learned anything? Nothing that is offered for free. If anything is offered for free, you are the product. Come on. I missed it all, but it was just like when I just caught some or got some crumbs by the end of it, and it's just wild to me how.
It's 8 o'clock.
How easy and fast it is for people to jump on a trend. Especially in my region, it's wild how big companies were just doing that. I'm like, are you even trying to stand out here? Why are you doing this? I heard something about how the photos were used for yeah. That's a logical way of thinking, even without hearing about it. One of the main draws of Ghibli was how human the stories are. That's the main appeal of animation and art in general. Like the fact that every frame, every color, every line is a testament to human determination and creativity. It's about the beauty of the process more than end product. And now we dumb it down to a simple engine. Exactly. This is what it feels like the problem with AI. A lot of problems. There are a lot of problems, and I mentioned by the beginning of the stream that I have two huge things I'm working on behind the scenes. Things that are not like of my creation. It's like opportunities or like some collaborations. Anyway, one of them is related in a way to AI, and so I'm writing a bit about it. And yeah, it does seem like AI missing the whole trial and error part of creation that humans go into. The struggle, the time and effort behind it, and the learning process we go through is what makes it flawed every single time. Its lack of flaws is what makes it so unappealing and flawed. People are way too comfortable sharing information online, allowing random apps to see yeah, 100%. Not only that, but the more implication of straight up stealing. Yeah, stealing art, like the ethical argument, the environmental argument. But at the end of it, it is here to stay, and sadly, it is what it is. We can only shout louder about how stupid people who use it are. Because I feel like another thing that happened while I was away is Ross Strose, the famous artist, actually uses AI or something. I haven't looked it up. I saved a lot of, because I did use YouTube in Ramadan to listen to a lot of lectures, faith and religions lectures. So I would see other things that I subscribe to, or trends that topics that I usually watch YouTube videos about. So I saved a lot of things on my to watch later, and one of them was this. Chill time notification, it's not 8 p.m, it's barely 2 p.m. Wait, let's see, where's my phone? It's 8 already? Let's see. I read it somewhere that author expressed, I don't want AI to do my art and writing so I could do cooking and laundry, but rather I want AI to do my chores so I could do my art. Yeah, definitely. There are a lot of like for me, yeah, let AI take care of my website, for example. Do all the updates. If there were bugs, take care of it. I'm like, for sure there are things like that, but it doesn't have all this exposure that generating art is getting, or music for that matter. People creating music with AI is just... Ugh. $3 a.m? From Australia. Whoa. Do you stay up till 3 a.m? I wake up at 3 a.m. My day starts at 3 a.m. "24-hour stream? One day. We're gonna do it one day." The longest stream I streamed was 14 hours. The AI music is I can imagine. It's a slap in the face of him, 100%. One of the things that it's funny that I'm like, as the Gray is artist, the Gray is author, I am the one who should be talking about this, because AI with its binary origin, zeros and ones, can never be and can never express the complexities and grays of humans. It will always be black and white. It's just sad, but it's, again, it's here to stay, at least for a good while. "4 hours behind back home. I hope you rest soon. Waking up to make a phone call, that's dedication. Admirable." Yeah, I once, back in like 2011 or 2012, I streamed for 14 hours straight. My friend Lucy, she went to bed and woke up and I was still streaming. The old fun times. Voice actors are, or seiyus, are struggling too because of AI. AI voicing... But wait, AI voice... Wait, AI singing, isn't that... Does Miku and all that Vocaloid is an early version of this? Now I'm just wondering. Have we been dealing with AI for longer than we thought? They're chained off paid voices? I see. It just crossed my mind, I never thought about it. Another funny observation of mine in regards to this topic in general is how, if we're going to talk about algorithm and how important the human element in creation and in social media in general, like when I post a time lapse of the screen recording, it always does worse than a post where I post a time lapse with my hand on the tablet. They always say share yourself and show yourself because that's how you connect to people. So we definitely are interested in the human behind the creation. And this is why, in theory, AI shouldn't or wouldn't succeed. But I also feel like that's just wishful thinking, if I'm being realistic. Because a lot of people are just comfortable with a virtual existence. As a creator or a consumer. Different for Vocaloids, who are trained originals, but now AI tools can also mimic famous singers, celebrities, which increase scam and voice phishing. It's scary, and the voice actors are in a pinch. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I was just wondering. Thank you. It's really a pleasure for me to be able to interact directly with it. Thanks a lot. Oh, masterpiece. Thanks a lot, CH. Very happy to see you here and hope to see you again on the stream. Thanks for the company. Vocals are tools for genuine music producers to make music. They are voices you can ethically buy. AI voice acting is usually stealing someone's likeness, often without definitely. That's the whole thing with AI. It's just stealing. It's theft. I've heard the podcast today that mentioned that AI doesn't even have meaning. We give it one because of our understanding of things it learns. If it truly was artificial intelligence, original creation, then we wouldn't have gotten it because art is built on culture and we have no connection to a computer-generated culture. Maybe math is AI art. Yeah, I totally agree with that. For this thing that I've been writing, I made this experiment of just like if I put in ChatGPT, give me an ideas for a story from an author, and I shared some bits about my background, like who I am, half Jordanian, half Circassian, live in the Middle East, stuff like that. And it just brings you all the stereotypical things that a person who is like a woman, Muslim, Middle Eastern woman, who knows how to speak, like no matter how much information I give it, it still resorts to stereotypical things that I should be creating. Same with the things that any person who wants to hire me presents me with. The same stories about, it's either about war or women oppression, stuff like that. And yeah, there's this missing layer of the human journey that a person goes through to create something. I've said it on in a comment on YouTube, and I'll say it again and again. I lost my father in 2021, and no matter how detailed and deep and nuanced you could write prompts to create something that would talk about the experience I had, it will never do it. Maybe one illustration I drew of my father about my father's passing and struggle with sickness didn't reach anyone, but still, what I created when I created it, it either helped me, it either pained me, it either healed me, but no way I can do that. Again, it's personally, it doesn't bother me, and every time I realize that someone is using AI, it's like, you're just a person who is who wants to play the fast-paced existence that we should be having in this social media age. But what worries me, and I strongly believe that no creation through AI would hit the way a human creation would. But when I feel pessimistic and very realistic, I do feel like I'm worried about a future where humans have no connection with one another at all, to the point that they would be satisfied with the least amount of humanity in a creation, whether it's music or animation or art, illustration. Like you said, when something is advertised for free, we are the product. This is, yeah, it's been said over and over again. I don't know how anyone could trust anything that is offered for free. My theory on that is if we get to a point where AI genuinely starts to populate the artistic market, people are going to start seeking out human. Yeah, I said that before as well. I said that human art is gonna start, it's gonna become the new 100% handmade or 100% organic. Like there's a period where AI is gonna be the big thing, and then it's gonna become the thing that you see everywhere, and they're gonna start seeking real artists, which is sad, like real artists. That also be cyber intellectual theft from all existing authors who has their stories or writing at 100%. Wouldn't exist if it didn't have human artists. Sure, AI can generate it quickly, but it's at the cost of our skills, not developing from here on out or complete. Yeah, this is, again, like, a lot of people, when this started, were just talking about giving up, and I'm like, no. Creating is rewarding for the author themselves first thing. And then, you know what the problem is? I'm right now the embodiment of what's it called? I forgot all words. Wait, that's a symptom of me streaming. I forget all words. Instant gratification, delayed gratification. Yeah, delayed gratification is like, this is the problem. People want things fast and want results fast, and I assure you, getting I'm going to go back to the award. Getting this award after 14 years just feels and hits different, man. Seriously. Yeah, I did send my books before, but after 14 years, it's just tastes different, and it's same with Grey Ears. Like the way where I started and when I started and all this way to this point. The importance of time, man. Putting in the time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears. Too important. Something that AI will never. It's just sad that people would resort to using it to have fast. Another thing worries me outside of art is all these people who are using AI for writing and studying and research and all that. And like, imagine if the internet is just gone one day. We're left with a big generation of illiteracy. It's wild. Hey, Yoo-hoo. We're supporting art in here. Yes, we always support human-made art. So many people becoming so scared of being bad at something, they'd rather not really do. And yeah, that's really sad as well. It's about having fun. Just have fun. Try and create. I was writing about Run with the Wind in that video, that huge video about the media I consume. And one of the things that I love about Run with the Wind is the idea that not everyone in the team is passionate about running, and they probably did that and just moved on, and how important it is to actually do something out of your comfort zone or something that you're not good at and work hard in it and then just move on. But you always have that thing that you look back on and know that, hey, I did that. I stuck to this thing that I didn't really like and managed to succeed in it in a way. It will always be handy when it feels like someone should give up, I guess. Even in school, they're teaching us to write essays ourselves first and then generate the same essay in ChatGPT. That's for us to see how it's lacking. That's will always be better. That's so cool from your school, because what I'm hearing from a lot of other schools is, sorry, they're just embracing it. I don't know if it's advertising. They're trying to advertise that a lot of schools are embracing it. Cringe culture and the like contributes to this too. It'd be nice to encourage people on their journey rather than simply, wow, this is so bad, you're bad at this. I wish parents just, and adults in general around young people, just show them that it's okay and give them confidence to not feel attacked when someone says that it's cringe. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. In your school, they want you to use AI? Yeah, then it's not just advertising, because I did hear some schools embracing it. That's just very frustrating. Sorry to hear that, Silly. Now in English class, my teacher assumes we all generate our... What? And they're okay with that? In my psychology undergrad school, but we're trying to minimize use of AI, and any evidence of use will be strictly dealt with as it should. I watched a Haikyuu video analyzing how story is about hard work both with and without passion, and how it manifests differently in people, but at the end of the day, hard work in itself is 100%. That's the thing. This is one of the things that I like about Kenma, for example, in Haikyuu. It is very important for people in school and college, like the later years of school and then in college, to try different things. Just try it. Not just the end result, 100%. Use AI all you want as long as you don't use it during state testing. It's, sorry to hear that. That sucks so bad. Yeah, AI بتطور بتوقع أن البعض إذا ما استخدمه بتضيع على الوظيفة. الألعاب بشكل عام بالوظائف مو الرسم. Yeah, I can imagine that's the case. But I do trust there are still people who wouldn't want to use that. I can't talk about AI in general in all industries and fields. I'm just focusing on the creative side. Objectively, AI is bad at writing, is good at organizing and repeating the same points. It is bad at writing. It has merit as a tool for the non-creative and non-research focused work, but otherwise it's harmful to the intellectual community. It's based off everything that we've been searching and asking search engines for the past 20, 30 years. So it's, for me, it's just the same as when I go to Google and just write Give me an email template for pitching my series to a publishing house, for example. AI is gonna do it faster and give me better result if I give it more information about my series, for example. But yeah, other than that, even in that, you need to walk it through everything. It's very frustrating because I was writing this thing that I'm talking about behind the scenes. I wanted to test myself. I wanted to test ChatGPT. I'm studying Japanese, so I decided to test how it could help me, for example, remember certain words or certain kanji, giving me stuff. So I'm like, help me memorize tsuri, which is tsuri oshimasu, I guess, which is fishing. And it started giving me these, because the kanji has this, you can think of it like this. And I'm like, but the kanji doesn't have this. I have a little bit of understanding of radicals and like parts of the kanji character. So I would say like, but wait, where is this part in the kanji? And it's like, oh, sorry, it doesn't have this. So let's go, let's think that like it was just a stupid conversation. And I haven't tried ChatGPT before, but that experience was like, I'm very frustrated. I'm very frustrated. Like it's like I'm talking to someone who never touched a computer and trying to explain why is my website not working at this moment, for example, or talking about coding to someone who never learned what coding is. It was a very frustrating experience that left me feeling like, why are people just using this thing? Because it's not like anyone would be great at something when just starting out, so it would be good if the words of others don't stop them from trying either. It's okay if it's cringe. 100%. This is what I try to do. I come in contact with kids who are maturer than their age and want to be cool. And as a person who's perceived as cool by kids, I often try to act silly sometimes, even when it's not comfortable for me, but just because I don't want them to pursue that being cool too much, to the point of fearing to do any mistake, or like even something as simple as falling will make them feel so anxious about everyone's reaction. It's bad at creative. Thankfully, I didn't try creative writing. I just tried to make it help me remember some Japanese words, and I was left just angry. People have become so scared of being perceived as imperfect at something. This is a good conversation when I'm working with white. Being bad is part of being human, like you have to let yourself be bad at things. 100%. I once used white as an AI prop, and the result, well, let's just say his spine was in all different areas, and I didn't like it. Psycho! My god, Psycho's driving me crazy. AI will often just lie. It makes up sources too. Really? Especially with kanji, Chinese alphabet. It's just very weird, man. once I release, if I did record working on a one shot from A to Z, including the writing part. And once I release that, I hope people who think that, like, if there are people who follow me and are afraid of me doing or of researching or making mistakes, and they're gonna, I hope they see how important it is to, like, for example, I came with an idea for this one shot, but researching kind of led me to another idea. And writing is very messy, and it's a lot of trial and error. Manga creating in general, it's just trial and error and problem solving. So manga specifically, I don't understand how, if there ever is going to be a discussion about manga creation when it comes. I know that Asano Inyo used AI for in his recent work. I guess I saw it once when he was streaming on YouTube. So there are people who are embracing it in the manga field. And I find that strange because manga specifically is very personal, and it's really the journey of the artist more than anything. What's AI prop? Is that a question to me? It's a good tangent because, yeah, I've been writing about the topic. That's your middle name, driving me crazy? I'm honored. I'm very exhausted, honestly. Welcome back, Aishu. And yeah, rant away. I followed an artist, Avogado 6, for their art, and they used several different media form of art several years before AI did. And it's sad to see AI generating their style too after. Yeah. That's the thing, like... You know what? A few years ago, there was an app, a Chinese app, I think, that got popular on iPhone. It was an app where it makes any photo in the style of Makoto Shinkai. Really, all it did was change the colors to a Makoto Shinkai look, and then add a sky, one of those Makoto Shinkai skies. And the problem back then was it actually stole, like, it kind of took all of the skies from all of Makoto Shinkai's movies and made a new sky, but used all the existing ones. And I think that was like the beginning of AI back then, but it was like, I would say it could be 7 or 8 years ago. And I remember there was a lawsuit, and then it got removed from the App Store. But to see that, like, I had hope back then that such a thing wouldn't be possible to do and just go off the hook To see it now, just so easily mimicking other artists' styles, very frustrating. I can't imagine how anybody, like when you are a person on your own and you feel like one other person is mimicking your style, you feel like you're dealing with an identity theft in a way. So I can't imagine how big artists with distinctive styles are getting stolen from like that. It's what you get for comparing me to... Did I compare you to... I didn't compare you to Alan. I just remembered you. When they mentioned Alan, I remembered the good times we had playing Alan Wake, and I felt like, yeah, I should play Max Payne online so we can have more fun. It was really fun. Sorry if you felt like I compared you to Alan Wake. No, I would never. Thanks for the hydrate. Ugh, the joke on me. You're just messing with me. Okay. I take things too seriously. You know that by now. Happy to see it not changing. I don't like change. We have a Deltarune. I'm gonna keep saying this. We have a Deltarune release date. To me, it feels like a lot has changed in the past month with this detail alone. Also, the great things that are happening in Sakamoto Days. Another good thing that happened this past month. Thank you, Alvi. Yes, in June. I'm too busy. And I have a big thing in July, but yeah. I'm not a person who feels like they need to start the game on release, but I'm just happy that's gonna be released. And I don't know, I guess I'll start obsessing about which platform to buy it on. And I wonder if I'm gonna play episode 1 and 2 again. A lot of questions. Sassy with his... He looks good. He looks good. He is kind of funny with all this guys, but... I don't think I'll finish all the pages today. I've reached my limit, to be honest. And the nice thing that it's cheap. Unlike the price tag on these Switch 2 games. The little observant black page made you tear up. I'm glad that I shared it then. It's nice to see him being observant. And like, it's nice that he gave White his time as well. Quick question. I'm afraid of this question. Have you heard or played mouth watching? How fish is made? Milk inside a bag of milk, inside of a bag of milk, or any of... I played mouth washing with a friend. I love it when White plays with black like this. I love... If they release anything about any kind of Animal Crossing new game or optimization on the Switch, I might cave. I bought my niece a Switch Lite and I gave her my copy of Animal Crossing, which I didn't touch ever since I got it. I will cave for Switch 2. Honestly, what's definitely gonna make me cave in and get a Switch 2 if Nier Replicant is released on it. Or if, for sure, the third installment of Final Fantasy Re-Trilogy. I don't know. Something's gonna make me cave in, but I can't think of anything other than Replicant for now. How was the experience? Underwhelming? Yeah, I didn't understand the hype. Not gonna lie. Yes, with mouth washing. I love the graphics. I only watched others play and didn't want to start myself. I don't know, everybody seems to like it. Yeah, I guess it's not for me. Jevi and the Last Fruit of Destiny Jevi and the Last Fruit of Destiny game coming in. I mean, if Jevil makes an appearance in Deltarune episodes 2, 3, 4, no, 3, 4, 5. I'm so gonna... I do want more Jevil and Sham. My very first summer, I started working a job. I saved everything so I could buy a Switch specifically so I could play Animal Crossing New Horizon. I spent like 500 hours. I want to play it. I am very easily... I get addicted very easily to simulation games like that. The problem is I have very easily irritable... I get irritated very easily with sounds, and I don't like how they sound when they talk. That's the only thing that stopped me from playing it. I was so excited for Animal Crossing when I got the Switch. But then was so sad when I couldn't handle the voices. Hey, Survival. I am back. Should we end the update for Webtoon here? Right, let's see. We have this one. I honestly thought that it's better to end it here. I'll say about that tomorrow. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Pretty good for the first time back in a month. Glad to hear that. I really missed this, and I'm very happy to see all the familiar faces and new faces here. Hey, Tam. Best return stream ever? Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for streaming today. It felt nice to catch up live. Good to have you back. And belated Eid. Thank you. Belated Eid Mubarak to you too. I hope it was a good time. I really wanted to finish all the pages, but yeah, I came in here really excited and looking forward to it, but I also knew that I'm very socially and physically drained. It's been a wild month. Very eventful. Decision making takes a lot of mental capacity to. Gonna go dinner time. Thanks a lot for coming, Ilma. Enjoy your meal and enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'm gonna end the stream here now myself. So thank you everyone for coming. Your socks aren't wet. Yeah, that's the best. The highlight of how to end the stream. This is the highlight of the stream end. The socks aren't wet. Join the future streams to get your socks unwet. Thanks everyone for coming. And see you soon. Next week. Bye.